your tarot life coach, bringing you your March monthly tarot scopes. I hope you guys are having a fantabulous month, and I hope that February treated you very well. So to all you new people, welcome to my channel. I hope that you enjoy, and to all my returning family members, high fives, dabs, elbow rubs, lots of love, and big hugs, Pisces. Hope you guys had a very special birthday, and if you haven't celebrated yet, happy birthday. Alright guys, so just before we get started into our video, I want to say that we are jumping into March 4th is going to hit our Venus retrograde, and it's going 13 degrees Aries, and I am not an astrologist. These are just things that I read, okay? So it's going 13 degrees into Aries on March 4th. It's going to go direct on the 15th, and then we'll be in the 15th of April. And then in May, we are out of retrograde. So what does that mean for us is that Mars and Venus are going to both be in Aries. So people are going to be a little bit self-centered, you know, a little bit Aryan, very much on their agenda. So, you know how Mercury retrograde kind of throws off our communication? This is going to kind of throw off our sensual nature. Love may be on the fritz. So be ready for the crazy ex-boyfriends or girlfriends calling, crazy professions of love, extravagant purchases, and be very aware that you're not purchasing anything crazy. Don't try to change your look right now, because you're not going to like it once Venus is out of retrograde. Also, this is a great time to kind of look at where your Venus is positioned in your chart, and then also watch that so that you can get more insight. So it's really going to affect Taurus and Libra, rising, moon, and Venus signs, okay? So just be on the lookout for that. Don't be like super afraid. It's just the energy that's going around, okay? So this might make people a little bit more assertive and more impulsive when it comes to love. Alright guys, let's jump into our power animal for Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. You guys have the beautiful bee. So this is like the ultimate degree of fertility. Oh, let me make sure I turn on my timer, guys. Okay. Now, you have the ability to accomplish the impossible, guys. Communication is good. You're going to have good luck in love. You're encouraged for healthy communication. Family situations, you know, take care of Queen Bee. All about teamwork, guys. This for me, like when I see the bee, I think of busy bee. What are you doing? Are you being busy? Or are you just doing what needs to be done? I also think maybe working a little bit too much. Focus mainly on work because of all of that solar energy coming on, as opposed to your heart space where all that greenery is coming in from the background. Okay, so what spirit is walking with you this month is going to be, dun dun dun, the Shaman of Courage. This is like, you didn't even know you had this strength, my friend, but you are going to come out super strong. This is fear and faith are going to equal, fear or faith. Either one is going to give you the strength that you need. You might be so afraid to do something, but you have the faith that you're going to accomplish it, okay? So, find the courage to advance, understanding that the loss of some power, but recovering those strengths. You're actually facing a situation this month, and it's going to transform your fear into power, all right? And one way of working with that is warrior of the heart. So I kind of feel like you're a busy little bee, but you're going to have to be brave like a bear, okay? And this is the Iceman. This is the polar bear. He can withstand the most harshest of conditions, okay? So maybe you're in a situation this month where you feel like it's ice cold and you feel like what's going to happen? But your love, my friend, can melt the ice. So you have the radiant spirit of a warrior of the light. Be impeccable in all your actions. That's like being busy, doing what you need to do. Don't get bored, okay? And fall off the wayside. Throw your shoulders back, step back, and take some risk. Be willing to live life from your heart rather than your mind. And that's all that green, guys, your heart chakra. Honor your truth and speak up for yourself, all right? I kind of feel like sometimes, Pisces, y'all are dreamers. So y'all live in a dreamland, and this is not an insult. This is like beautiful. I think that you guys have a beautiful fantasy life, a beautiful dream life, and it's sometimes hard to communicate those emotions and those feelings to the person that you would like to have that with. And sometimes it gets a little bit too late for you, and you miss an opportunity. And this is telling you, speak up. This is a perfect time to profess your love. Hey, Venus is going in retrograde, and if it doesn't work out, you can blame it on Venus, right? All right, guys, we are going to be using a 5-card spread using the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra, Tabatha, Cicero, focusing on your past, your present, the hidden influences, the advice, and the possible outcome. Let's go ahead and bless our deck together. I have pre-shuffled, and as I'm cutting the deck in half, I have the Princess of Wands, who is beautifully plump and pregnant, with the Cherub of Discs. This is telling me, guys, for some Pisceans out there, you are trying to hold it down with a fire sign. You might have some passion in you, or you are feeling passion for another fire sign, and you're ready to manifest this relationship. Okay. This card shows the energy that you have for Pisces. Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of March. What advice do you have for them? And that is it. Okay, let me go ahead and move these bad boys over. We will refer to them later on. Now, in the past, we have the Hermit. In the present, we have the 10 of Arrows reversed. The hidden influence is the 5 of Discs. The advice, oh, there she is, the Princess of Wands. And the possible outcome is the Hierophant reversed, followed by the overall energy of the 5 of Arrows. Okay, so let's jump into this, guys. And I'm like, at the end, you got the 5 on the Hierophant, the 5 on the Arrows, and a 5 on Temperance, guys. That is 3 5s in a row for me, and that means that is, don't overdo it this month, guys. Don't push too hard. Don't do the most. Allow this energy to be cleared so that you can relax more, all right? Now, in the past, you pulled yourself back. You were getting information, illumination, trying to figure things out. I kind of feel like you had your heart space closed, and it's not a bad thing to have your heart space closed. It's just that you were trying to figure things out, okay? And this is in the past. This could have been yesterday. This could have been an hour ago. It could have been 3 months ago, okay? But you were holding on to something, and I kind of feel like when you go into the hermit zone, it's almost like you hermitize. You're like, all right, I'm going to go, and I'm going to go hibernate. I'm going to get my stuff together, and I'm going to figure it out. And then you come out right now, and you might have expressed something that's going on. You're trying to communicate something, but it just feels like it fell flat, okay? And a lot of times when the communication falls flat, what happens is we react with another 5. Guys, I lied. You have 4 5s. There's a lot of change coming in for you guys this month, okay? And possible travel. So travel and change, guys. Don't overdo it like they say. Be very cautious of how you're talking. The hidden influence is that you popped off. Some of you guys might be having financial issues. However, I feel like you took the bull by the horns, you said something, and you feel kind of like left out in the cold. And you possibly could have been left out in the cold with a fire sign, is what I'm picking out, because she keeps coming out for you. All right? And this could be male or female, because this is a general read. However, it's like you feel like you're left out in the cold. The fire sign, it just told you half of the story. And the possible outcome of this situation is going to be one of those situations that's a little scandalous. For me, when I see the Hierophant reversed, I feel like, holy moly, it's about to go down, you know? Things are about to change. And the reason why I said 4 4s is because 4 5s is because I have this Temperance card looking at me also, and it's a 5. So balance is going to be needed, even though I didn't pull it out. I'll just pull it out also, because I feel like it's a message for you. 5 5 5 5. You might be starting to see 555, you know, or 555 as your total, or something like that. Those numbers are going to be very significant for you this month. I don't know why. However, this Hierophant is telling you, man, don't, you know, like, be aware that this situation, if you pursue this situation with miscommunication, I swear the train catches me every time, no matter what time it is. It's like in the middle of the afternoon. So anyways, let it pass. The Hierophant is telling you, don't hold on too tight to something that isn't giving you all the information. Because see, this fire sign right here, yeah, she's pregnant, she's beautiful, she's upright, she doesn't mean any harm. However, she used to keep the secrets of childbirth, okay? the secrets from men of childbirth. So I'm saying there's a secret that she's not telling you. There's something she's telling you half of the story, or he's telling you half of the story, which can lead to a very scandalous situation. That leads you to having to swallow your pride at the end, and that's miscommunication, also a clearing of energy. There's a lot of energy that's going to be cleared this month for you, and you're going to need to find balance in the male and the female energies that you have going on. So let's clarify what the princess wants us to know. That's the hidden influence. What is the hidden influence behind this princess? Okay. The Hangman. All right. So it's almost like, now I'm really picking up a lot of earth energy also. Some Pisces are dealing with an earth sign. Capricorn or Taurus is what I'm picking up for you guys. And it's one of those situations where you're being very torn. You're not feeling very grounded at the moment. You feel like this person cannot make a decision, okay? Or you can't make a decision, and you're afraid that the decision you're going to make is going to maybe go against everything you really stand for, okay? So with that being said, in the past, you had the Hermit. You went back, you were trying to figure things out, you're trying to make sure this is what you wanted, and I think you waited too long for the situation, because by the time you reacted, it was too late for the communication. And that's what I'm picking up with the Ten of Arrows. Like, you waited too long, made you feel like you're left out in the cold, and this person is undecided, which can lead to a scandalous relationship. There's something that doesn't go with your morals. All right, show me more on the Hierophant. And for some, this is a divorce, okay? Because the Hierophant is usually marriage or divorce for me. Bam. Somebody is moving. 2 9s in your read. All right, guys. It's time for you. If you're going to go for it, I'm telling you, if you're going to go for it, the time is now. If you're going to stand up, you're going to go and you're going to fight for what you want, this would be the time, because the possible outcome, yes, it might be a scandal, but you're going to reap the benefits, okay? And I feel like, yes, this is definitely some earth sign going on with Pisces. So Pisces, if you're involved with an earth sign, or if you're working really hard at work, okay, this could be work related also. And I'm going to go through love first, and then I'm going to go through work. So there's this situation with love. You waited a really long time to profess how you felt with somebody, okay? So you felt left out in the cold. You only got half of the story, so you're feeling kind of suspended in air, like, oh my God, what do I do? You don't feel fully grounded. But then, you know, the shaman of courage is trying to tell you, if you have faith, you know, you might have to go against everything you believe in, but you're going to bank out. You're going to pan out just fine. No need to worry, okay? Now, you might have to swallow that pride because you go against the norm. However, stay balanced and grounded, and things will be fine. But this is a month of travel, this is the month of movement, and this is a month of clearing of energy. With that being said, if this is work related for you, I'm going to tell you, watch your communication at work. With these 2 cards right here, the Gemini twins, this is attributed to Gemini. It's bad communication, and this is like popping off at the mouth, and also money issues. Be very careful in the way that you proceed at work, because it's going to all fall down to communication. You don't have to tell all the information. You don't have to tell them that you're unsure, okay? However, once you make your decision financially, this 5 will be cleared out with the 9, okay? So hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. Now I'm going to wrap up your read this week, well, this month, with the, where'd my card go? Okay, with a sacred sites and the overall rune that's running your week for you, or your month. I don't know why I want to say weeklies. However, the sacred site is, I'm going to use the past, the present, and the potential of what you have for this month going on. And the card that I pulled for you guys is Mount Kenya. So definitely some earth sign going on. I'm telling you, lots of bull energy, maybe Taurus energy coming in for you. Now this is the energy behind this card is sustenance. So this is about working, and remember, you're the bee, okay? So you're doing like the impossible, all right? Now, in the past, you have the bulls here, and this is the life of the Maasai, and they relied heavily on cattle. And the thing about in the past, what they want you to think about is, do you take more than you need materially and emotionally from others or from nature? Perhaps you've substituted the feelings of inadequacy for material wealth or taken from others without reciprocating. Start to readdress the balance of taking the time to properly thank those who help you. Okay, so it's time to thank people. It's time to work on the communication, letting people know that you appreciated their help, letting people know that you need their help, that you need them to help you get through so that you can get through this hard time, so that you can get to the financial prosperity that you've been looking for. Okay, now in the present, what it wants you to focus on is, if you don't feel like you're thriving right now, then you need to address why. What do you think you're lacking? If it's something material or emotional, and that's why I was talking about mainly work or love, because for some of y'all love y'all's work so much, that is your passion. Okay, so who or what do you think can provide the need? Be brutally honest with yourself this month. For the truth, it does not take much to sustain a fulfilling life. This is where you're going to ask yourself, what do I want to move on? And that's part of what Venus retrograde is about, is kind of reassessing what you love and what you need to create the life that you love. Is it more work? Is it more love? Is it being with that certain person? Why is it with that certain person? What does that person have to offer you? And what do you have to offer that person or that position, if we're going to talk about work, okay? Now, the potential in this card is telling you, this is Engai, the guy on the top is the sky god, the source of life for the Maasai. And what it wants you to know is that you're being called to be more conscious of your lifestyle choices in order that you may still have a future you enjoy. So being very aware of the way you're communicating, very aware in the way that you're presenting yourself to others. So if you're like, because the 5 of disc in this deck is when Enkidu dies, because him and Gilgamesh pop off at the high priestess. So watch what you say, because that is the hidden influence. If you proceed into the situation popping off and speaking, I'm gonna say nilly-willy and going crazy, you're going to end up feeling like the 5 of arrows. But you have a possibility of being grounded with temperance and the 9 of disc. It's all in your hands. It's free will. Are you going to be appreciative of those that are helping you, or are you going to react with verbal insults, with the 10 of arrows reversed and the 5 of disc together? For me, that's like, damn, you don't really have to say it like that. However, okay, it's your choice, and it's how you're going to address the situation. With a love situation, it's either earth or fire, and I don't know why I'm picking that up for you guys, but if it is the fire sign, I think the fire sign is very torn themselves, and it can go either way with them. So making sure that you planted the right seeds so that you can reap your harvest. All right. Now, the rune that's leading you this month is a very positive rune, and it goes right back to that solar plexus energy, very sun. Sowilu, guys, this is victory over evil. This is you getting exactly what you want with the heart of a lion, okay? This is you basking in the sunshine with strength and power. Victory is yours. You are the light of the world, and you light the way. This is good health and good fortune this month, guys. So utilize that while you're making this decision with this earth sign or fire sign. All right, so this is what I have for you this month. I hope that it makes sense. Next week, my weekly is going to focus on the Venus retrograde and how to harness your energy for that. So be sure to hang out with me. Also, one more quick thing, just to let you know, my prices have changed due to high demand, like super high demand, guys. It's been really rough and really hard. And I'm going to have to raise the prices because I can't do all of those reads by myself. Working a full-time job, being a single parent is really difficult. So prices have changed. So if you email me and I send you back something with a different price on it, just know that that was the reason why. It's just that it's the demand was so high. I can't do $15 specials for a while, guys. I got to recover. So with that being said, guys, if you're interested in a personal read, please feel free to hit me at arianaluciano@gmail.com. And thank you guys very, very, very much. And you have a wonderful month of March.